Respect. No one is ever going to respect you as much as you do. So no one is ever going to respect you as much as you do. No one's ever going to love you more than you do. Or should I say, no one's ever going to respect you as much as you do. Walking into an establishment when you're first trying to get a job, doesn't matter if you're a dishwasher, doesn't matter if you're a server, doesn't matter if you're just pretty much entry-level position, you should always have a suit on. And if you're a woman, you should have a suit as well. But obviously, if you want to wear a tie, go for it. But a suit and tie is extremely important, especially for someone like me that wants to. If you want me to take you serious, you have to take yourself serious. I have been in and out of court for a lot of different reasons, and nothing crazy bad. It's actually more positive than most. But I've been into court so many times, and me and maybe out of 100 people have a suit on. It's really heart-wrenching because you want the judge and everyone else in that courtroom to take you serious, but you're just walking in however you want to. I don't know if it's a lack of respect or a lack of education. You see, when I first started getting into the court system, and we'll talk about that later on down the road, I didn't know better. And there was a few times when I walked into court without a suit, without looking presentable and respecting myself. Now here, I have a suit, right? Or, a tie, a shirt and tie. Didn't want to wear the blazer. It's a little too hot right now. This tie cost me about maybe $1, maybe $2. This is a Joseph A. Bank shirt. Wrinkle free. I've never ironed this shirt. I think I took it to the cleaners maybe twice. I don't iron it. It's a very expensive shirt, you can tell. It goes without being said. I got it for like $4. It's called the Thrift Shop. You can literally walk into a thrift store with $20 and get an entire suit with the blazer, 3-piece with the tie. And if you're lucky, you can find some shoes in there. I get very lucky in the thrift stores. I am a huge fan of every single thrift store in the United States of America. That's where I do most of my shopping, especially for outfits. But you can get a pair of shoes for like $15, $20, if not cheaper. Depends how long it's been there. The fundamental point that I'm trying to make is that if you want someone to respect you, you have to have respect for yourself. When you walk into a job, you must wear a suit. You must speak correctly. You have to show interest. I'm not saying go in there and start begging on your knees, but you have to show interest that you want the position. I've interviewed hundreds of people in my lifetime, if not close to 1,000, if not more. The restaurant industry has a crazy turnover, and I can assume the same for retail. However, it's a little different when it comes to the restaurants. I'm not saying that the restaurant industry is the most special thing on earth. As I said in my previous video, this is just something that I'm extremely skilled in. I'm an expert when it comes to restaurants. And I'm also an expert when it comes to getting someone's attention and advancing in a position. Not because there's a funny thing that people keep going around calling people bootlickers and stuff just because they do things correctly. Okay, there is a such thing of doing something correctly. You don't need to be prideful when you go into a position, no matter what position you're applying for. I've been in this industry and the workforce since I was 8 years old. 8. My step-pops he was a manager of a pizza shop, and then finally he had his own. And I'm not saying that I was full-time at 8, but I was working. I had an interest in work. I was the richest kid in my neighborhood. I used to make $1. I wrote it in my book, How to Restaurant. It was $1 per 25 boxes. I made about 75 boxes, or sometimes 50 boxes, sometimes 25. I had like $1 to $3. I was the richest kid in my neighborhood. And growing up in the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, that was a lot of money. Boy, you can get a coffee and a buttered roll in the Bronx, New York for 50 cents. 50 cents won't even get you close to that. That'll get you a packet of sugar, a sugar packet. It's an inside joke in Virginia Beach. But show interest, have respect for yourself, show the employer or the manager that wants to hire you and needs to hire you, specifically needs to hire you. You wouldn't be there if they didn't need you. And in some cases, very few cases, they want someone, but most of the time they need you. And you need that job. And with that said, you need to take yourself serious. When you go into any kind of job interview, when you go to the courthouse, when you're going to... I put a suit on or I dress up nice when I'm just going to conduct business, period. Even pitch an idea to someone. Because we have a lot going on here in Tire and Consulting, or in Tire and Systems, specifically Tire and LLC. So have respect for yourself. Everyone will follow suit. And for those who don't, you don't even want to be around people who don't respect you. As long as you know that you're respecting yourself. You're dressing nice, you're shaving. I'm sorry I didn't shave because I just cut all my hair off this morning. And I normally shave, do the razor the following day. But the point is, get a suit. It's not expensive. Go to the thrift store. Don't have pride. You don't need it. It's okay. You don't need a $400 suit to impress someone. I wear suits all the time. Sometimes when I go to the courthouse, they literally think I'm the lawyer, which I thought about studying law, but that comes out later. Literally, so many times, the judge has looked at me and thought I was the lawyer. That's sticking out like a sore thumb. If that doesn't tell you anything, that should say a lot. Not saying that I'm better than anyone. Not saying that I want to be better than anyone. However, I do want to have respect for myself. So the next time you have a job interview and you feel like you're not getting your fair share of attention, you have to reevaluate yourself, take yourself serious, and get a suit. $20. If you can't afford it, I'm sure there's like charities out there. Look, there's no excuse to not advance in the United States of America. This is the land of the free. Well, there's a lot of things going on right now, and I don't want to get political on you. But the point is that we have a high opportunity to make things happen. And the only way people advance is when they take themselves serious. Don't wait for someone else to take you serious. Don't wait for someone to say, I take that guy serious. You have to take yourself serious. I can't explain it enough, and I digress. Come back tomorrow. We'll have information every single day. We'll be here. And this is VFR Radio. Thank you. We out.
All aboard!